this one. I'm looking crazy. Wow, I'm looking like rough. Holy schmoly. What's going on here? All this stuff. New bed set. Stuff. I got a nice handbag. Merry Christmas, Monica. How are you? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Guys, I have a New Year's resolution. More than one, of course. Who doesn't have more than one? So one of my New Year's resolutions is Bubby. I was just gonna do a mass text, and you were on the list. That's too funny. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Regina. Hope everybody is enjoying their holiday and enjoyed their holiday. I just got home from Brooklyn and upstate New York, so I'm super tired because, like, it's a lot of driving. Hey, Linda. Merry Christmas. So it's a lot of driving, and I didn't feel good in the car. I was honestly a 1 out of 10, like about an 8 from pulling over and like laying my seat back. I felt super, super nauseous. I don't know. It was terrible. Terrible. I mean, I didn't really eat today yet. Like, because I was coming home and going to have a ham with my mom. So, Nikki's working. So, like, we just had a little bit of breakfast. But I slept a lot of the day. Could just be, that hormone girl life. But I have a New Year's resolution. So, I want to ask you guys to be part of it. And it's a short time. I don't know that it's going to happen, but from now until obviously New Year's Eve, I am hoping to get to 3,000 subscribers if that's possible. I mean, I have, I'm kind of close. So I'm hoping that everybody will share, my videos. If you guys didn't see Santa last night, I did Santa Live, and of course he read us the night before Christmas, and he did pass out gifts. I don't think I did every kid that got a gift. There was a lot of kids there yesterday. But you should check that video out. He's, it was really nice. They do that every year there, so I didn't get to go last year. I got sick on Christmas, but it was really nice. So definitely check it out. If you have little ones, they'll get a kick out of it. So I'm hoping like you guys will share, give the videos thumbs up, and maybe I can get to 3,000 subscribers for the new year. That would be super special. And do a giveaway, and yeah, start the year off fresh. And I don't really know that I'm trying to condense my New Year's resolutions, because God knows I have a laundry list. I'm totally just laying in the bed here. So let's get a pillow for myself. Let's get comfy. My little tree. It's actually a lot prettier than it looks. It's not like that little. Probably about, I think it's like 2 feet or something. It's not like it's not the Dollar Tree one. That was my grandfather's, actually. We got it when my grandmother passed away. I got it for him when my grandmother passed away. So he would have a tree, since my aunt had decided to clear out all of her stuff and took the Christmas tree, so I made sure he had a tree that year, because she died in October, so right before Christmas. So I made sure he had a tree. And when he left to go back to his country and then passed away, I took the tree and Even though the lights didn't work this year, I clipped all the lights off. I went to Dollar Tree and got a string of the 20 lights. And I didn't even have enough, but I put the battery lights on for the bottom, but I don't think I have them on right now. So, but anyway, so I do have some, resolutions, of course. Who doesn't like stop this or, lose weight? So I don't know. I do a lot of writing. I don't know if you guys know that. I did a couple of videos about me writing, and I've also done some blogging about it. And I told you guys in a post that I would like to start a new channel, not not do away with this channel, just start a second channel, and start a secondary blog. So that's going to be part of the New Year's resolution, is to work a little bit harder on um, what I'm what my goal is to put out there in the world, spread more love, joy every day. You're so crazy, Bobby. You're so crazy. Right. Yes, the little things, seriously. And try not to kill. You're crazy, Bobby. Look, I absolutely want to lose weight. I mean, you know, I think, Bobby, did I ever send you those pictures of what I, like, looked like all my life until I got fat from being on medication? um, Bobby would know because I'm pretty sure I sent him the pictures. Uh, and maybe one day I'll do like a photo montage of what I'm really supposed to look like, and not, this heavy. But it's funny you mentioned that. Yes, va va boom. So I do need to actually concentrate on my weight because my blood work was not the greatest the last time, which was I think a month ago. I did like my yearly physical, and it looks like my sugar's not good, and it could almost turn into like diabetes. So it's at the point where they say, like, if I just watch the diet, then it'll be all right. However, I didn't have that test done on a fasting. So, with that said, I have to have the test redone on a fasting because it really wasn't accurate. And this is not an excuse, but like the night before, actually 2 days before, I was stuffing my face with like a lot of candy, like the Hershey's Gold little candies, because I was, that time of the month, and I was just eating a lot of sweets. And then I went and had the blood test. So I told the doctor that when she read me, she goes, "Well," she goes, "that'll absolutely elevate all of this." She goes, "You have to have this kind of test done on a fasting." So I need to go back, have the blood work done accurately, and then see if there really is a problem. But with or without that, I really need to watch my sugar intake. I do eat a lot of sugar. I don't eat a lot often, but what I do eat isn't the greatest at all. It's not really food, it's like sweets. And so I need to really get that under wraps because I definitely don't want to be diabetic. And I don't want to end up like, in the next couple of years when I plan to have kids. I know that there's a possibility you can get some sort of, I don't know what the name of it is, but you can get some sort of diabetes when you get pregnant. I don't know if it's after you give birth or while. And I'm really trying to stay as healthy as I can. I'm 34 years old. I'm already, late, to the ball game. You know what I mean? So I have to really watch. But I think my New Year's resolution really is to try to calm down a little bit. I am uh, super high strung, very anxious, and I let a lot get to me. And there's some things that are just out of my control. Yes, that's it. Yes. Um, Gestational diabetes, right? I don't want to be at a higher risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I need to get my shit together with that because I don't want to be at a higher risk. My father's like fifth wife, she ended up with that after having my brother, her first kid and only kid. She was older. She was, I think, in her late 30s, if not 40, when she had him. And then she had that. She always was a thick hippie girl, but not overweight. Then she ended up getting so big. So big. Her hips like spread like whoa. And she ended up with that, diabetes from having the baby. And I just need to watch my health and put myself at the lowest risk that is within my power, and stop being lazy. I have a gym membership. I go like twice a week. I do like 3 miles on the bike. Then I get in the tanning bed and that's it. I need to really step it up. You know what I mean? So I need to, own it and not just. I do the 3 miles in like under 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I do 3 miles on the bike and that's it. Like I need to spend a good hour and like get some like good workouts in. Add another day. I used to go 4 days a week. Now I'm down to 2 days a week. Sometimes I skip Sundays and I only go Thursdays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Stulio. I don't know if that's just your name, but welcome and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So, stop being lazy is number one for me in regards to my health. Number one, first and foremost, because can't do anything else without that. So, that's number one. And I kind of want to work a little bit harder on, my blogging and maybe take it to the next level. I kind of want to make it a little bit bigger than what it is. And I do need a little bit of help and guidance with that. So there's some people that I want to talk to and just see like what I could do better. And how I can juggle it all. Because now I have a, part-time job. So I want to be able to have the motivation, do what I want, like I want it to be, because I had this idea that I would make a YouTube channel and it was going to be more like a reality, like I wanted to show more of my life, but I wasn't in a relationship. See, that's the thing. I wasn't in a relationship, so I'm thirsty. Get this bottle of water. And now being in a relationship, and Nikki is a private person. He comes from a really old school Italian family, and you just don't put your business out there. Sure as hell not on the internet. If you don't talk about it in person, you sure as hell don't put it on the internet. So I have to be a little bit more candid because I got a story, guys. I got a legit story. Like, I think a lot of you would be like, wow, if you heard some of the things that I have been through and how far I've come. I've been through some real struggles, and there are some things that I'm looking to do in life where I can help others in the real world as opposed to, just on the internet by having a blog. Because I just don't see that happening for me. And, if you think about it, Nikki's right in one way. You really don't want to put all that business out there, potential jobs. The wrong person hears it. Once it's out there, it's out there. So I don't want all that. So I guess I have to sort of be careful what I say about my past and things that I've done, because I don't, more times than not, it's used against you, and that's the shitty thing. So I got to be careful because there is other people that are affected. He's affected by it. He's in my life. His family, my family, and it just has to be tasteful. So I guess I sort of have to prioritize what exactly I would like to show on my vlogs and, what I'd like to write about. I absolutely love writing. It's something that I've always enjoyed. And I'm not talking about writing books. I'm talking about just short stories is where I started writing. And then I just really like to short, just kind of like journaling and just about life in general. Any kind of topic, not just about myself. Just things that are happening, things that I see, observation. So maybe in the new year I could kind of incorporate that a little bit. And I think the best way to do that as far as YouTube is to start a secondary channel. It's just no way I'm going to be, look, I had to change my name, you know, my name of my channel, because at the time that I made the profile for this YouTube channel, I made that in like 2013, but I wasn't posting any videos. I made it to watch YouTube. So I just did like whatever came out of my, you know, off my head. And then I started to post and post more, and the name just was like hard to look up, and so I changed it so it would be just a more cohesive name. And I'm just never going to be able to break away from the couponing. I have to start fresh. So it is what it is, and I'm hoping that a lot of the followers that I have will be able to get something out of some of the content that I decide to do on that channel, because I did it here and it would do okay. It's not highly viewed because it's not what the channel's about. People come here to find ways to save money. But I will tell you this, there has definitely been a handful of women that I have gained relationships with because of those videos. I've gotten emails, and then, you know, of course, if I felt the need to give my phone number to them, phone calls, and people have said, you know, what you said in that video made me think, and they have stopped bad behaviors in their life just from hearing my story and the way I was affected by things. That in and of itself is huge. The fact that you could really affect somebody like that. So I talked to my uncle, who I haven't talked to in a really long time. That he's my godfather. They moved to Florida. My aunt, my uncle, godparents. So my godmother died about 6 months ago. She had pancreatic cancer and didn't know it. She is a Rayano, like through and through. That's her last name, like tough as shit. And so she has Crohn's, and of course, always with Crohn's, you have stomach pains. So I don't think she really thought anything of some of the stomach pain she was having. Plus, pancreatic cancer really has no like onset symptoms. It kind of just happens, and then you just kind of pass away from it because there's no cure. It's just how it is. So she got really super bad pains to the point where she was like, look, I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. They did this scan, that scan, and the doctor came to them, and my uncle was like, within weeks, she was on her deathbed. Within weeks, that was it. She was dead. She had stage 4, done. And it was like, what the hell? They're super, super heavy Christian. They had just lost their baby son a year prior to that due to a drug overdose. And my cousin was only like a year older than me. And I had only just talked to him like 4 or 5 days prior to him passing. And we talked for hours. Till like 4 in the morning we were talking. And he said, you know, he's doing better. He was on a medication that was helping him. He had a pill problem. But he was doing all right. Taking the medication and not, you know, abusing any pills or heroin or anything like that. And so, like, out of nowhere, my uncle finds it. You know, he was living with them. And he hung around some guy that he used to hang out with. And the guy gave him some heroin that was laced with fentanyl. And he died. And he died in, you know, in his parents' house, my aunt and uncle's house. And for my uncle to have to find him is just like, what? And when I talked to I sent him a Christmas card, and of course I wrote him, you know, because those are some of my best memories. Those were my closest cousins, and every weekend we would go there, Entenmann's Cake. They were all smokers, my aunt, my uncle, and my dad, not my mother. And so you'd be like, in a cloud of smoke, kids should be seen, not heard. You know, I would bother my older cousins, and, you know, I'd be like the little annoying one that would talk too much. And you know, the great times, you know, they were just great. And they moved to Florida for whatever reason. I don't know. So, you know, we didn't get to see them often, but he sounds like in such good spirits. Like he's, I guess that Christian in him, like he's got a daughter and a son still. So, you know, he still has family. He's got a sister. But, I mean, to lose your wife and your son in a year is just unfathomable. Like, I can't even, you know, and the way it went down, it's just crazy to me. And you almost think, like, why do things like that happen to people like that? But then I think to myself, maybe because they are strong enough to deal with that. You know, seeing and hearing him and seeing his reaction. And he says, I just put it in God's hands. Look, it's in God's hands. He's got the plan, he's got the blueprint. He knows what's going to happen for me and my life. So maybe that's, you know, you say like, why does it happen to people like that? And I'm thinking maybe because he's that strong. Maybe he can deal with something like that, you know, and he'll be all right. He'll be there for his, you know, daughter and his older son, and you know, they'll just move on, and you know, they'll keep, you know, their mother, his wife in their memory, and their little brother in their memory, and they'll make new memories, you know, with each other. And he offered for me to come stay with them. I told him, yeah, I just got a new job, so let me put some time in before I ask to take time off. Um, and he's like, just letting you know, the door's open. You can come whenever. And I got to tell you guys, that was probably my best gift from this year. Was to get, and I almost didn't answer the phone call because I don't have the number programmed, and it's a Florida number, and I thought it was like a telemarketer, so I almost didn't answer it, and I had seen it on my phone before, and I let it go. I said, you know what? It says West Palm Beach. Let me just answer it. And sure as shit, it was my uncle. My godfather. He's my godfather. And it was just so nice to hear his voice. I've been talking to my half sister, you know, my father's first daughter. He was married before he was married and had me. We've been talking for months now, just via text, and it's been nice to have that. So now I got to tackle my dad because me and my dad don't speak, and it's over something super stupid. So my uncle did say that he does here and there reach out to him, and he asked me, if I talk to your father, is there anything you'd like me to tell him? And I said, first tell him that I love him. I sent my father a Christmas card, and I wrote in it with my phone number. I said, just tell him that I love him, and if he is ready just to move on, we had a frivolous argument. Let's move past it. My father is not a healthy man, and he's getting up there in age. And of course, I would like to have a relationship with my father, like hello. So I said, just relay that. Just tell him I love him, and if he wants to see me, I'll be there in a second. And so that was like the best gift for me. So part of my New Year's resolution is to get some of the relationships that should be strong in my life, get them on a good, stable path with my father, with my sister. I would love to go see my uncle and save money so me and Nikki can start a life together. So, you know, that's kind of my thing. I just want to do whatever I can to get into the next step that's going to get me ahead. Because it's a long time I've been like behind, way behind. And that's from making bad decisions as, you know, a young adult, young teenager. And when you make bad decisions and you get in trouble with the law and your name gets tarnished, it's not easy to break out of that and to work around that. You know, it's just not easy. And you get you get stuck, you get stagnant, and time freaking flies. I can't believe that I'm 34 years old and that I don't have my own home and a husband and a family. Um, but I'm not going to dwell on it. And I'm just going to say, God has a plan for me. He's gotten me this far, and I've been through some stuff. So there must be a reason, and I'm hoping that there's something better coming my way. So if I just try to keep putting good out there, then I should have nothing to worry about. So I did just really want to come and wish you guys, all of you guys that watch me, that comment, that give me a thumbs up, that share my videos, that, you know, watch my deals and stuff. I just wanted to tell all of you happy holidays. I appreciate all of you. I've built some special relationships with some of you, and it's just really nice to have that. So let's try to get 3,000 subscribers to Simple Savers, and let me know in the comments what you think about me starting a vlog channel, just focusing on my day-to-day life, things that happen, feelings I have, fights I have, things that just go on in Diana's life. Is that something you'd be interested in? You know, what types of, you know, vlogs do you guys like? Comment below and give me some ideas, because I really am leaning towards starting a secondary channel and letting you guys in on a little bit different of a side than just what's on sale and how to get it. So, alright everyone, enjoy your Christmas, and we'll be back to deals before you know it this week. So, I love you all so much, and blessings to all of you. Thumbs this video up, share it, subscribe if you are new here, and that's about it. Ciao, buon Natale, and everybody have a good night. Bye.